Before we start the video, I would want to tell you that we are starting with a 21 days technical analysis challenge for my Invest in India community. This is going to be an amazing challenge which starts on the 10th of May, wherein we are going to take you with bite-sized knowledge from basics to advanced concepts, something like price action, core satellite portfolio, mastering your trading psychology, and a lot more. So if you want to know more about this community, please check out the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Do visit nas.io/investinIndia, and in the pinned comment there are certain special coupon codes as well. So hurry and register now. Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very interesting IPO, which is Indegene. Okay, now when I first read about the company, even I had to really understand certain key terms, and that is the reason why I'm going to try and simplify these things for you, right? What I've done is we have also written a blog on our website, and plus I've done some handwritten notes. So with the help of these two, with a combination of these two plus some RHP references, we'll do this as a one take video. Okay, so just in case if I say some figure wrongly or fumble, then in that case I will do the correction in the pinned comment. So don't forget to check out the pinned comment, right? So with that, let's visit our website rachanaranade.com, and for that have a look at this. Now if you come here, you will see that we have a blog section here. We just need to click on this blog section. Just scroll down a little bit, and that's where you'll see Indegene Limited IPO summary. Now once we go here, first of all, as usual, we'll try and understand what does the company do. And for that you can see that the company provides digital-led commercialization services for the life science industry, including, life science industry including something is okay. But to be honest, for the very first time when I read what is this life science industry, when I googled it out, I found out that life science is nothing but a science which studies living things. Now living things including what? Including animals, including plants. Okay, so what is studied? Their cellular function is studied, their anatomy is studied. So too much for me, but basically what I could imagine is maybe their cells under that microscope and this, that, whatever, that will be studied. These are, so you can imagine something like this. There are certain pharma companies which are focusing on life sciences. Okay, now for them, what will be the key thing? For them, key thing will be to do a lot of R&D. First I'm talking about the pharma companies. Okay, pharma companies who are into this life science industry, they will do a lot of R&D. They will study the anatomy and the cell structure, this, that. They'll come up with certain solutions to a disease. Now the drug is ready, the medicine is ready. Big question is, what next? There is a bigger process that starts after the drug is ready. And what could that be? So for that, just to save on some time, what I have done is I have just done some steps that could be there in the whole process. So like I mentioned, preparing the drug or preparing the medicine basically is what the pharma company has to do. Indegene has got nothing to do with this step. They are not going to go to the laboratory and help them make the drug or the medicine. No. But as I mentioned, once the drug is ready, can they directly start selling in the market? Answer is no. They will have to take certain regulatory approvals for that. So first things first, they'll have to do a regulatory filing. They'll have to file an application. Okay, now once their application is approved, what is the next step? They'll have to do certain clinical trials. I'm sure you might have heard about this. Certain trials are done on mice, on rats, right? So now understand, for this regulatory filing, for this approval of so for this application filing and all that, can Indegene help the pharma companies who are into this life science industry? Answer is yes. Indegene will help in this process. Can they help in the clinical trial ka whatever is required in that, whatever is the procedural part, or maybe helping to tie up with certain companies who are doing this clinical trials? They can help with that as well. So this is what Indegene can help with. Now next question is, okay, clinical trials are also done, then some findings or certain observations will come up from the clinical trial. They'll have to be again submitted to the regulatory authorities, and then after that they will give a approval. If they feel this is okay, if this is safe, then they'll give the approval. So again, coordinating this all thing is a big thing, and this is again done by Indegene. Now ultimately the product is ready, the drug or the medicine is ready, with approvals it is ready, but then starts the bigger game. Whom are they going to sell this to? Majorly, if it's like a B2B thing, they'll have to find out certain hospitals, certain bigger stores to which they can sell this product. So next step which comes up is sales and marketing, and they also offer digital marketing. Okay, so are they going to help in this step? Yes. Okay, sales is done, digital marketing is done, customers coming, but are there going to be certain customer complaints as well? Possible is. Then complaint management, this is also helped by Indegene. So I hope you can imagine something like this. A pharma company which is into life sciences, they prepare a drug, anything and everything after that, Indegene is going to help them out. Okay, so I hope you have understood what does the company do. I hope you have understood that this is pretty unique thing that this company is doing. Okay, so now that you have understood this, let's quickly go through their description of their solution. So what does the company do? Whatever we have drawn right now, they have given some fancy names for that. Okay, what are the fancy names? Let's check it out. Enterprise commercial solutions. In simple words, they are going to do their digital marketing operations. Okay, second thing is omni channel activation. Now here again, omni channel means what? They are going to do online, they are going to do offline, all these things, but they are going to call that as omni channel activation. Some enterprise medical solutions and others. These are few other things. So others is one more segment for them, right? So I hope very clear about what does the company do, their segments as well, that is clear. Now third thing is about the industry overview. We have to understand at what pace is the industry growing. So we have certain data points here as to what was the industry size in 2023, which was around 1.8 US trillion dollars. This is expected to grow to by 2026 to 163.5 trillion dollar. नहीं कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया क्या? 2.1, sorry. So from US 1.8 trillion to US 2.1 trillion. Right, I am right. Just in case if this is wrong, चुकलेगा काय? बरोबर है ना? He's saying बरोबर है. Okay. So again, still you can check the pinned comment. Okay. Anyways, so how much is the percentage growth? How much is the percentage CAGR? It's coming roughly around to 5% at the industry level. But if the industry is growing at 5%, we have to check at what percentage is this company going. So first, before we go on to this life sciences ka split, first let's understand about their financials as well. So if you see, our revenue from operations has gone straight up from 966 crores to 1664 crores to 2306 crores. I'm talking about financial years 21, 22 and 23, and this CAGR comes up to around 54%. So revenue has grown at almost 54% CAGR. Even if you check EBITDA margin, has the margin trend, if you can see, it was at 27%, dropped to 15.97%, again up to 19%. The management has very clearly mentioned that this 27% was on a higher side because of the COVID year. Okay, so let's ignore that. So we can just say that from 15.97% it has gone up to 19.69%. In absolute numbers also it is growing. And if I'm talking about PAT, same old story. This was exceptional. Here they have gone from 9.78% to 11.54%. Okay, so all in all, this is also in an increasing trajectory. So as I mentioned, revenue CAGR is at 54%, EBITDA CAGR is at 31% roughly, and PAT CAGR is somewhere around 19%. Okay, so all in all, fair enough financials. Before I move on to the valuation part, one part I would want to tell you, the revenue segmentation. How does the company earn revenue? Every 100 rupee earn. For that, the split 59% is enterprise commercial solutions, 12% is omni-channel activation. So if I just add these two up, 59%, 12%. So almost 71% is generated from that sales and marketing. Remember that digital marketing and physical sales and online sales, all these 71% is a bigger chunk, right? Now, if I were to understand a very important part of the company, it is about the valuation part. So we are going to understand that if I were to check the valuation, typically we do a price to earning valuation, a price to sales valuation, but then the company has very clearly mentioned, I'll directly take you to the RHP for that. Okay, so RHP says very clearly, comparison, there are no listed companies in India and globally that are of the comparable size from the same industry with similar business model as that of the company. Very clearly they have mentioned. So that is why in our blog also we have written no listed peers in India or globally. Can I say this is a big, very big advantage for the company as well? Absolutely yes. So that is why they can enjoy some monopoly kind of benefits, but this is only in the listed space that I'm talking about. Okay, so I hope valuation is also clear. Now if I were to also understand something about the management, when I read about it, the management seems to be like top level management, a super duper intelligent people and experienced people as well. Why experienced? All the key people have almost 20 to 25 years of experience in the industry. If I'm talking about their educational qualification, many are from IIMs, many are IITians, right? So fantastic educational background, fantastic experience as well. Now coming to risks, there are two major risks that I could see here. Number one is about the life science industry as a whole. See, even if I were to take you back to industry analysis, I will just show you this. Life science operations market size. Now you can see this whole industry only. Where does the major spend happen for life science operations? Where does the spend happen? 65% North America, 25% Europe, बात ही खत्म. 90% life science spend is in North America and Europe. Now you only tell me logically, if majority of the spend is happening in these two areas, obviously companies also want to generate revenue from these areas only. So it is but logical, right? So now if I were to take you to the risks which are mentioned in the RHP of the company, they also mention the same thing. Problem is that majority certain large clients are located in North America and Europe, but you already know this. What is the reason for that? Okay, now one more risk factor that they mention is about the concentration of clients. Top 10 customers contribute to almost 67% of the revenue. Coming to the final point, IPO objectives, basic like prepayment, repayment of their debt, this, that, funding, capex requirements, general corporate purposes, nothing special. Coming to the IPO details, the IPO has opened yesterday, it will close tomorrow, and important is that it's a mix of fresh and offer for sale. So I hope basic points about the IPO. This was a short and sweet summary of this whole entire, I don't know, almost 500 pager maybe prospectus of this company Indegene. But I'm sure that after listening to this short summary of the IPO, you'll be like, acha, company, whatever is the business model, that seems to be unique, financials are good, valuation wise no listed peers, no major risk factors per se, good profitability, they also have nice cash flows. So all in all, happy. Do let me know in the comment section if you plan to invest for this IPO or not. Do share this video with your friends as well. Don't forget to smash the like button. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.